How's it going, everyone? Mark Hutchinson here. Hope you're all doing really, really well. Guys, it is about that time of year again where you're either one or two people. You're either somebody who doesn't really want to face the fact that they've not achieved their goals this year, and you don't really want to reflect on what's happened, and you might be feeling a little bit disappointed that you could have done so much more. Or you're on the other side where you're feeling really, really good about your goals. You've ticked off a lot of things, but maybe you wanted to achieve a little bit more. I've been on both sides of it. I've been really frustrated year after year where I kind of get excited at the beginning of the year, and then it comes to, 1 or 2 weeks in, sometimes even a month in, and I just completely forget about my goals. And I'm sure a lot of you have all been there. And then after I started to make that transition years and years ago, I found a way that I could tweak that, gain a lot of clarity on what I wanted to do, because sometimes it's not even people that set goals that actually achieve things, because some people set goals on things they don't truly want. They never get clarity on that. So I wanted to share with you something today that I think is going to be really integral for your life moving forward. It's been an integral part of my personal journey. I go into a lot more detail into my book, but I thought, two key components that I think is going to help you out massively. I want to go over it today, and I would love for you to implement it into your life, because you will see an absolute game changer of results if you really apply it. So today I want you to take notes, really absorb this so we can get ready for 2020. Almost like an early Christmas present, right? So in December, let's get some clarity. So in 2020, we can get that off to the best possible start, and you've got as much clarity as possible. So let's dig into it. So first up, we want to go over two things. So 2 pages here. We're going to go over this thing firstly, and then I'm going to give you something that you're able to track everything daily to make sure that you're always pushing towards your goals. So this is me. This is part of my life, and I absolutely love doing this because I gain the clarity. So 10 things that you want to do, be, and have. This is sometimes underrated. And the reason as to why, if you think about 10 things that you want to do, be, and have, very quickly you could probably rattle off a few things in your head, right? You could think, do, be, have, I want to do this, have this, etc. And then what happens is you might get a little bit stuck. That's absolutely fine. The reason why you want to get stuck is because that's where new thought patterns happen. That's where you really start diving deeper into actually thinking about what you want to do. So take some time. I don't care if it takes you 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, even a day. Sometimes it takes me a couple of days to really gain the clarity. Take as much time as you need, but get 10 things that you want to do, be, and have. For example, one of the things you might want to do is to climb Ben Nevis mountain. Could be any mountain, but something that you want to do. And I found by separating it into do, be, and have, it really helps you focus on things that are most important to you, rather than just going to the have section of, materialistic, and then feel unfulfilled. You want to focus on things that align all areas. So one may be to climb a mountain. Next one, to be. You want to focus on things that you want to become, as well as just, other things as well. So what do you actually want to be? Really think about that, because when you focus on what you want to be and you get clarity on it, very, very powerful. So one thing that you may want to be is be more confident at public speaking. Most people dread the thought of public speaking. You might even be one of those people. But again, work on something that you really want to be and get as many of those down as possible. Then to have. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of have goals. It's just when you only have goals, that's when it becomes a bit of an issue, because then you tend to just focus on materialistic things, and you want to be broader than that. So to have a 6-figure trading account. Now, I'm linking it to trading because I'm a trader, so this might be something that you want to have. It could be an Aston Martin, it could be a particular watch that you want. But for example, to have a 6-figure trading account, something that you want to visualize, work towards, and set those goals. But what I really want you to do is this. Once you've actually got your 10 things that you want to do, be, and have, you're going to come to a point where it will be normal for you to maybe look at some goals and think, I don't actually want that as much as I thought. That's totally okay. And you want to get to this stage because this is a way to filter. What we really want to do is figure out of those 10 things that you want to do, be, and have, what are the most important things that you want to achieve. The worst thing that you can do is go into the year thinking that you want a Ferrari, for example, and then working towards it, but it's just something to impress others and it just sounds good. But the truth is, you're not going to work as hard, you're not going to go through the hurdles, and when you do experience any kind of pitfalls, you're just going to give up because it's not what you actually want to do. And what this is designed to do, and what has helped me and hundreds, if not thousands now of people, is to get clarity on what you want to do, be, and have. So what I want you to get is your top 3. So once you've got 10 for each, and like I said, even if it takes you a couple of days, that's fine. Get your top 3 out of those, and you might find that actually I thought I want to do that. And you might cross it out. That's totally okay. It's happened to me time and time again. And what that actually does is that's a good feeling, because the initial thought pattern is the excitement, right? We focus on things that we're excited about, we start writing it down, and then when you really think about it, you're like, oh, hold on a minute, that's not actually what I want to do or be or have. And that's the beautiful thing around this. So once you've got your three, so you've got your 3 things to do, be, and have, you now have 9 goals. 9 goals that you're going to achieve over the next 6 months, 12 months. Ideally, you want to be doing this over a 12-month period. So you can focus on 9 goals that are the most important things to you. Think about that for a moment. Think about the clarity. I'm thinking about it right now because I know what it feels like, and I'm going to be doing this in December of this month because I actually love gaining clarity, and it's the same feeling that I've got right now knowing of what I've achieved in 2019. Why? Because I knew my 10 things I wanted to do, be, and have. I filtered them out to 3 each, and I'm focusing on things that are most important to me. And sometimes you don't even realize you've achieved it. There's a couple of goals this year which I was reflecting on this morning actually, which I realized, oh, hold on a minute, I've already achieved that. That happens, I'm sure it's happened to the best of you. You may have even felt that way before as well. But once you've got that, do, be, and have, you're gonna have a next level of clarity on your goals. And that's what you want. You wanna be going into 2020 with confidence, knowing every single thing that you do daily is contributing towards all of that. A little example here is just how you can actually write that out. So just have this 10 things that I want to do, be, and have in the next 12 months. You can date it, and then of course you start writing out which ones that you want to do. So this is this part. The next part, you can pause it at this part if you really want to firstly go and gain your clarity, write out 10 things you want to do, be, and have, and then go to the next part, because at the next stage I'm going to show you how simple you can keep it, and you can track it daily so you can make sure you're working towards whatever you've prioritized here. So I'll see you in the next part.